It's season 4 of the Wendy Williams Show. Today, from the news desk to the Wendy couch, Lester Holt breaks down the headlines. Plus, outrageous designer Betsey Johnson, a sneak peek at her new design, and the surprise wedding of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Wendy's got the details. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you, studio audience, my co-host. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I feel on top of my game. I've got to tell you something. I watched TV last night. We've got a great show. Did you guys see the premiere of The Voice last night? Okay. Have you been following the drama with Heidi Klum and Seal? Let's talk about that and more. It's time for Juicy Hot Topics. No, yay for you. Yay for you. Have a seat, guys. Welcome to the show. Listen, so, as you know, Fashion Week is going on here in New York, and last night I got home a little bit later than I wanted to, considering we haven't even completed a full week of school and we gotta stay on top of these kids, right? So I trusted him to do his own homework, little Kev. When I got home, he was done. I was out until about 8:30 at night because I hosted a fashion show at Lincoln Center last night. And no, I didn't walk in the fashion show because, as we all know, I've got 2 left feet and not knees. However, the fashion show was something really near and dear to me. It was the Strut fashionable fashion show. And it's all about moms and working moms. And that moms, after we have our kids, some of us, we still want to be fashionable and sexy. We're not dead just because we have children. And so it was really fun. It was mothers and fashion, and it was all good. So when I got home, it was like 8:30, and he had already done his homework. I was so glad with that, but he didn't take a shower yet, but he was about to. And so I turned on The Voice because, you know, they're back with season 3. Last night was the big opener, and it was all about the auditions. Well, I must tell you, this was the first of 3 nights, and the show focuses, as you know, on a singer's voice and not their physical appearance. You don't see what they look like or the judges don't see until they spin their chairs around and actually see. So you could have a beautiful voice and look gruesome, or vice versa. I mean, it's a really catch-22 show. Anyway, one of the early favorites for the contest is this girl named Deborah. Well, I have to tell you, Deborah used to sing in her church choir, and then at 18 years old, she came out of the closet, she cut her hair off, and then the church rejected her. I know, in 2012, still doing this. So now look, so all this rejection led her to The Voice and to the audition, and that's the hot clip of the day. Let's show it. I love that. So now, that young lady, Deborah, was chosen to be on Christina Aguilera's team, who, by the way, Christina Aguilera, I thought looked really great last night. And that I wanted to do Dancing with the Stars. Quite frankly, you know, I mean, wear all that stuff. It's great. And finally, last night on The Voice, we got a glimpse of CeeLo's new pet co-star, a cockatoo named Lady. Don't adjust the color on your TV. The cockatoo is pink, and you guys can catch up with The Voice tonight. The auditions continue at 8 o'clock on NBC. Yeah. Now, last night, some breaking news really happened. This is what I have like a love-hate affair with Twitter. This is one of those loves because, you know, I follow a lot of celebrities on Twitter, including Simon Cowell, because you never know what they're going to say, and it's going to be great fodder for Hot Topics. So last night, Simon tweeted breaking news coming from this season's American Idol. Now, as you know, he has nothing to do with Idol anymore. Simon wrote down that, just heard Randy is back on Idol, right decision. In other words, You know what? Randy, they didn't clap on their own. They clapped because she clapped. But we're not gonna play that this season. The co-hosts have their own opinions. We don't always have to agree with them, Suzanne. Randy, only about 5 people clapped for you. And then the rest clapped once she clapped. So anyway, look, here's the thing. Randy has been a judge since the beginning of Idol, but now they wanted him to go to the back and just, you know, kind of counsel the kids and freshen up the judges' table out front. Anyway, there's no official confirmation, but my thought is that Simon is right because Simon is on the pulse, you know what I mean? And he tried to scoop Idol before they did their master press release. He got you, Idol. Anyway, but Randy is back at the judges' table joining Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, as you know, is signed up. I don't know whether you're happy about that. Great picture. She's a reason to watch. Now, the other names being swirled around are Nicki Minaj, which I'm not at liberty to confirm, but all I'm saying, well, she's gonna be there. I mean, that's what I heard. It's not confirmed yet, but you might as well get used to it. No? Okay, we need a poll. All right, listen. If you don't want Nicki, if you do want Nicki there, clap. 8 people. If you don't want Nicki there, clap. Well, that's not confirmed, but the people here have spoken. Look at me. Well, how do you feel about Nicole Kidman's musician husband, Keith Urban? Do you want him there? There was one lady who clapped in the front, and even she was clapping like, I'm just gonna go along with it. I'm just gonna start a movement. Okay, but I think Keith Urban could be a good choice. Now, I don't know what his behavior is like, but I just know that where Keith goes, Nicole goes, and I like Nicole Kidman. And I would like to see her more. Maybe she should be a judge. Anyway, no. Anyway, but here's the thing about Randy, with all seriousness, you know, he's been there since the beginning of the show, and he's made some pretty good decisions. You know, Randy was the one who single-handedly brought back Jennifer Hudson as the wild card in season 3. And now she's sun in the sky. Anyway, it's time for new blood on the Idol table, and so we'll be watching and judging. Okay. Who's ready for celebrity hookups and breakups? Let's do it. Hit it. Okay. This is the ultimate hookup story. It's Ryan Gosling and Blake Lively from Gossip Girl. Reynolds. Got my Ryans mixed up. Anyway, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, they tied the knot over the weekend. I was shocked to hear this. Were you shocked? Yeah, they got married. It's Tuesday. You haven't heard yet? Oh, that's why we're here. Thank you. Look. Okay. Well, let me convey. It was a super secret ceremony in South Carolina. It was a shock to most people. The marriage was on the same site where the film The Notebook was filmed. I know, sweet, right? Only 60 people were there. Guess who one of the guests was? The Red Soul shoe designer, Christian Louboutin. I know. You just don't picture him as one of 60 people in anybody's wedding except for maybe Sarah Jessica Parker. And shout out to all my people in South Carolina, but you just don't picture him in South Carolina, right? Eating pork chops with his fingers and being like the rest of us. Anyway, look. Okay, so he was there, and then this woman right here, you know her. This is Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine. She sang at the wedding. I know. And Blake wore a wedding dress by Marchesa. No word on what the wedding dress looked like. We haven't seen, but you know, these two, the Ryan and the Blake, they met on the set of The Green Lantern, and they've been dating for less than a year. He's 35 and she's 25? Okay, there was a man who didn't want to clap. Sir, stand up and clap. Your outfit is gorge. Oh my gosh, work. How you doing? Now, if you know anything about Ryan Reynolds, I'll fill you in though. He divorced Scarlett Johansson after a 3-year marriage. Back in 2010, they got divorced. He apparently is the marrying type, which is what a lot of women, this is like what you hope for, the Holy Grail. In the meantime, Blake has dated her Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley. And she's also been linked to Leonardo DiCaprio, which, P.S., I thought that was the one that she'd ride that out and then marry him. And she's also been linked to Ryan Gosling, the other Ryan, which, by the way, ladies, I had a full summer hiatus to really stare at this Ryan Gosling and see if I could see what you see. I now see it. He's really good looking. Yeah, yeah. And I think of Blake Lively as like Carrie from Sex and the City, more of a fashionista with looking for an A-list man than an actress. But my staff doesn't really think that. They think that you are on your way like to an Oscar-winning role once your stint on Gossip Girl is over and you're free to really, spread your wings. I don't know. It doesn't really matter which way, you go. As long as I'm talking about your relationship with him, though, I have to say this, you guys. Please don't call me corny or whatever. We can agree to disagree. I think that 25 is too young for a woman to be getting married. And I'm gonna tell you why in a moment, but first, this brings us to our hot question of the day. Hit it. And the question is, do you think that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are a match made in celebrity heaven? Yes or no? And you can give me a few lines as to why. I want to hear from you. Just go to my Facebook page and tell me what you think. And then later on in the show, I'm going to share some of the best comments with the studio audience and you. Yes. And the reason that I think that 25 is too young to get married is because that's what they did back in the old days when women weren't supposed to vote or get an education. Now, a 25-year-old woman in 2012 and beyond has way too many options to settle down and get married. Doesn't mean she's got to, slut around town or anything, but just marriage is really extreme, and I don't see this one going the distance, but good luck to these kids. And now, let's move on to Heidi Klum-Seal and the breakup. Okay, first, if you watched this show long enough, this Wendy show, then you know that this was a celebrity couple that I was absolutely floored. We found out about their split in January after a 7-year marriage. They got 4 kids. They renew their vows every year, which, P.S., to me, that's always the tip-off to Trouble in Paradise. That's the only thing I don't go for. I just don't go for that whole renewal of the vows every year. Ooh, what's wrong with you all? Anyway, look. And when we found out about the split, I was so torn over it that I said, you know what? I'm not going to talk about either one of them or this. I am so in denial. I hope they get back together. Well, apparently, after staying quiet about this split since forever, it seems that we might have an answer now. You see, here's Heidi, photographed getting, looks like very cozy, with the bodyguard that worked for the family for 4 years. His name is Martin Kristen, and he's South African. It looks like right there they've been caught, and she's trying to put your hand down. No, you put your hand down, right? Look. TMZ asked Seal about Heidi's new relationship with the security guard who's worked for the family for 4 years. They caught up with him at the airport, and we've got the footage. You've got to listen very closely because his accent is very thick. And if you miss a word, I've got the quote right here. But just listen very closely. Go ahead.
I would have thought Heidi would have showed a little bit more class and at least waited until we separated first before deciding to fornicate with the help, as it were. But I guess you all now have the answer that you've been looking for the past 7 months.
I gotta tell you, okay, if you missed anything, even though he's cool because he brought back the word fornicate, right? Who says that? Anyway, he said, I would have thought that Heidi would have shown a little bit more class and at least waited until we separated before deciding to fornicate with the help, as it were. I guess you all now have the answer you've been looking for the last 7 months. Heidi, this is not looking good for you, girl. Later on, Seal retracted a bit. He said he wasn't implying that Heidi was cheating. P.S. No, I know, wait, look, come, look. You know what that was? That was some of his business handlers saying, Seal, you guys got 4 kids and you got a reputation. I mean, you know, you might think Heidi was wrong fornicating with the help, but you just can't bash her like that, man. You gotta go back and twist it and say something. So he said he wasn't implying that she was cheating. But you can if you want in your mind. Anyway, now Heidi's responding. Do you want to know what she says? Okay. She says she never looked at another man while with Seal. You don't have to look, do you? Look. Seal's choice of words were unique, and Heidi also says she's used to it, but other people aren't. So I don't know what that means, but I do know one thing. Heidi, it's not looking good for you. But can I just say this? And I'm only talking to the sisterhood, because only the sisterhood understands. Ladies, listen to me. Generally speaking, we don't strike first, men do, but we strike best. Right? Right? When you hear about your girlfriend or some woman having an affair, isn't it usually because her husband or her boyfriend has been out dipping it? Exactly, Seal. Mm-hmm. Just saying. Okay, oh, we have to go into the break? It's time, that's it? Okay, well, we have a terrific show planned for you. It's Fashion Week. We can continue the celebration here in New York. The legendary Betsey Johnson, the clothing designer, is here today. I'm wearing Betsey Johnson. I'll talk to you more about that during the after show. But you guys keep it here. Up next, the very handsome NBC News anchor, friend to the show, Lester Holt, is here. If there was a story happening this past summer, our first guest was definitely there to report. From the Olympics to the conventions to the Hurricane Isaac. He was right in the middle of all the action. Please welcome back to our show our friend, NBC Weekend Today's Lester Holt. Nice to have you back, Mr. Holt.
Thank you. You had me back so soon. I was shocked.
I know.
But delighted.
You answered the phone when we called.
Of course.
Well, you always...
There was never a TV camera I didn't like, you know. So just,
you always look so dapper. You know I love you on Weekend Today. This past Sunday, you and Jenna Wolfe went to Jamaica?
We did. We were tracing our Jamaican roots. Jenna was actually born in Jamaica. And I visited there once. No, my grandparents are from Jamaica, my maternal grandparents. So we thought, let's go back and kind of, you know, figure out each other's past or history, and that's what we did.
Now, did you do anything fun there? Because I've got a picture of some bobsledding. Did that happen?
It was all work. it was all, the bobsledding
The Jamaican bobsledding.
Yeah, we did have a little fun. Went to, there's an attraction there.
Yes.
It's a Jamaican bobsled. It's really a roller coaster.
Yes.
But the problem is the person in front actually controls the braking. Otherwise, it's just a free fall, you know, 90 miles an hour type deal. Well, guess who was in front?
Jenna, because Jenna is athletic.
Yeah.
You know, and so,
And
yeah, she was right there, and you look scared?
If you've never watched Jen and me together on Sundays, this picture tells you all you need to know about our personalities.
Yeah,
you know, she's, you know, go for it. I'm like Mr. Caution, like, hold on, we could get hurt here.
Yes, yes.
Slow down, let's think about what we're doing.
Yeah, she is spunky. So now, you recently covered Hurricane Isaac.
I did. I was down in New Orleans for that. Yeah.
And you almost got blown away. Like a lot of reporters did, but let's show this right here. Look at Lester. Yeah. Lester, how did that feel?
Yeah, it was a bit brief. You know what? This, you know, people are laughing because it looks fake, but you are really hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, there's two things going through my mind. One, don't get hurt, but more important, don't get on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, and that's part of what we do anymore in this business. Is
right.
You're always in the back of your mind, I don't want to be a YouTube moment. So I'm like, man, if I fall down here, if I go over, people around the country will be clicking on at their offices the next day.
Yeah, the winds were ferocious. So how were the Olympics? You were there in London this summer.
Olympics, thank you. Thank you. Olympics were a blast. This was my 6th Olympics that I've been able to cover. I still haven't won a medal, by the way. But You know, London was a great host city. I mean, you know, you gotta love the English. They're fun. The weather was good. It didn't rain that much. And you know, the Americans put on a terrific performance. But there were so many other backstories and great stories of athletes from around the world. I had a great time.
We like the backstories from you and your personal life over there. Did anything exciting happen? Like the little
what?
train incident?
Train. Oh yeah, there was a. Okay, here's the story. I was, you know, we shoot a lot of stories that are non-Olympics, but a lot of feature stories in England. I was going to a town called Alnmouth, about 3 hours north of London. My crew and my producer went the night before. I said, you know, I'll take the train in the morning. I'm good. I check the schedules. Get on the train. I fall asleep. I wake up at one point. The train is in a station.
This is like
and
falling asleep
I'm
on
really
the subway.
groggy. And I'm looking out the window of the station. Like, so I went up to the train and I said, I'm sorry, is this Alnmouth? He goes, are you going to Alnmouth? I said, yeah. And the train starts pulling away. He goes, well, that was Alnmouth. So, no panic. So I said, well, what's the next stop? He goes, Edinburgh. And I'm like, Scotland? So, you know, I was in for another hour and 15 minutes. But Edinburgh's a great town, by the way. You know, I figured, what the heck? Because I couldn't get another train back for over an hour.
Now, were you with any colleagues, or was you
No, I
you?
was by myself. And by the way, my producer's calling me, where are you? And I'm always pulling jokes on her.
Did you have cell service?
Yeah, I had cell service. So I'm telling her, and she's not believing me. Like, stop it. Where are you? I'm like, no, I'm going to Scotland. You know, it was...
Now, did you miss an important assignment?
No, I managed to work my way back, but it was a lot of different trains. By the end of the night, I spent 9.5 hours on trains trying to get...
But you got the job done.
I did.
Well, the thing about your career as a newsman is that you have to be on time. An alarm clock, and we do this show live out of New York at 10 a.m., so an alarm clock, and I come from radio, alarm clocks are our best friends.
Yeah,
have you ever been late to a broadcast?
Yeah, two Saturdays ago.
Oh, it just happened?
It just happened. 9 years I've been doing Weekend Today, which is, you know, 4:15 get up.
Yes.
For some reason, the alarm didn't go on. I get this call at 5:45. Where are you? I'm like, what do you mean, where am I? And
where was Mrs. Holt jamming you in the ribs?
Sleeping. This has never happened to me. And I'm one of those people, I don't need to set 3 alarms. I set 1 alarm, it goes off, I get up. There's no, you know, one of those issues of falling back asleep.
Right.
So this is totally out of character. So I got to the studio, I mean, in time for the show, but it was 40 minutes before airtime, which is, as you know, you need a lot more prep time.
Well, lucky you're a man. You don't have to go through wig and lashes and stuff. You just throw on your outfit.
You don't know what I do.
How you doing?
You don't know what I do.
By the way, Lester, I know you are too, a big fan of Dateline. Congratulations on the 20th anniversary celebration.
Thank you. You know, I've been hosting Dateline for over a year now, and the show, of course, celebrated its 20th anniversary, which is amazing.
I catch it a lot on one of my favorite new cable channels, ID.
Yeah, we do the Dateline on ID there, yeah.
Love it, love it.
You get sucked into them, don't you?
Yes,
right.
All of them. Have you seen the new Susan Lucci show?
No.
Okay. It's called Deadly Affair.
Really?
An affair, a love triangle, and
Yeah.
somebody ends up dead. It's good. And she's laying and all sexy and giving us
And the thing is, in some of these shows, you know how it's going to end, but you want to, how are we
Yeah.
going to get there?
Yeah.
How are they going to catch
Behind
them?
mansion walls and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this rap party, because they had a rap party to celebrate the 20th anniversary, and you rapped at the rap party.
I did. I thought that would be interesting.
Well, if I beatbox, will you do it now?
If I could. Yeah.
Okay.
I got to remember the word. Okay, I'm going to try. I'll try.
Okay. I'll pick up where you begin.
Okay, right. So my name is Lester and I do the news. Dateline, nightly, Today Show 2. They say go live, and I give them no jive, because I got to make the top of the 5.
Ooh. Lester Holt, everybody. You guys keep it here. Lester, thank you both so much for coming by again. The 25th anniversary of Weekend Today is this Sunday, and the season premiere of Dateline is Friday, September 28th at 10 p.m. Don't go away. Find out which Hollywood stars are making big bucks in our new audience game, Who's Richer this year. It's next. Don't miss it. Magazine recently published their list of this year's highest earning celebrities. So let's find out who took home the biggest paychecks in our game of Who's Richer this year. Hit it. Okay. Here's how we play the game. I'll show you 2 celebrities, and you have to guess which one is richer. We have a contestant studio audience. Please don't shout out. Okay, let's meet our studio audience contestant. How you doing?
How you doing?
So what's your name?
I'm Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Where are you from?
Chicago.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Shy. All right. Who's richer, Nicole? Ryan Seacrest or Dr. Dre?
That's interesting. I'm gonna go with Ryan Seacrest. Doesn't he produce like everything?
Everything.
Right now? Yeah, the
Everything.
Kardashians, all of it, right? Doesn't he
Okay.
like run E?
Well, the person who's richer this year is Dr. Dre.
Wow. Oh my God, that's a huge difference.
Joelle, did I do that correctly? Joelle's producing this segment. I want to screw it up for her. Okay, yeah, that's the deal. You know what? Remember, this is who's richer this year. Dr. Dre made most of his money this year with his headphones, Beats by Dre.
Beats, right.
Who doesn't have those at their house, right?
You're right.
All right. Another contestant. Okay, have a seat, Nicole. How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, what's your name?
Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. All right, now here we go. Who's richer, Andrew? Britney Spears or Dr. Phil?
Britney Spears, by far. By far. With that X Factor deal that she has, she's raking in, what was it, $15 million with that judging alone? So, Britney, hands down. Hands down.
Let's see who's richer this year. Dr. Phil.
By a million.
By a million.
Wow.
Andrew, I gotta tell you, Dr. Phil has books, weight loss products, and also developed that talk show, The Doctors.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's richer this year.
Yep.
Thank you. Let's find our next player. How you doing?
Oh, I'm great.
Name?
Rose Kinney, West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Welcome, Rose. Rose, everybody. Okay, Rose, who's richer this year?
Okay.
Simon Cowell or Tyler Perry?
Simon Cowell, because he kind of owns everything. He's probably a partner with Tyler Perry.
Yeah, secretly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's reveal who's richer this year. Oh.
Whoa, my man Tyler. Okay.
FYI, Tyler Perry, his movies have grossed over $1 billion worldwide.
All right.
Thank you, Rose. Go
Okay.
have a seat. Let's see who our next contestant is. I like this game. Do you like this game?
I love this game.
We're learning a lot that we didn't know, right?
Right.
Like Ryan Seacrest has more work to do. Dr. Dre's beating you, Ryan.
I was wrong on every one.
He seems like the competitive type, but okay. All right, here you go. What's your name?
Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Where are you
Hi.
from?
New Jersey.
What part? What exit? What exit? You don't have an exit?
No. Hillsborough.
Oh, Hillsborough.
In the middle.
Oh, that's in the middle, yeah. Where I'm from, it's exit 105, the Jersey Shore.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Ooh. Okay. Lynn, who's richer, Donald Trump or Howard Stern?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
He
Why
has
do you...
the casinos,
Yes.
the hotels.
Yes.
The wife.
Yes. Well, the game is actually who's richer this year.
Oh, okay.
And let's see who. Whoa. Howard Stern.
Oh,
I
my
know.
God.
Howard Stern is richer. Why? Because he got an extra $15 million from America's Got Talent.
Oh, that's right. I heard.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. All of my contestants, we're out of time. But you're all going home. Come on now. You're Vanna White today. Everybody's going home with some Wendy How You Doing t-shirts. Take one and pass it down. These t-shirts, by the way, are available at the Wendy store at wendyshow.com. Thanks, everybody, for playing Who's Richer this year. Up next, the legendary fashion designer Betsey Johnson. Keep it here. Tickets are free if you want to have fun, too. So listen, it's Fashion Week here in New York City, and our next guest is a true fashion icon. No one does red lipstick, tutus, and cartwheels quite like her. Please welcome the legendary Betsey Johnson. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hot mama.
Okay.
Hot mama.
The first thing you need to know is that this is what 70 looks like, Wendy style. You look fantastic.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, the village.
Yes. Well, the village.
No,
no.
It's all in your head.
And in
then
your
I
hair.
always put my makeup on up now.
Up.
Everything, you know, you put the cream up. You do the eyelashes.
I have to say, I have been with
Everything
you in
up.
my personal life through wearing your clothes, right, girls? Right? It's about the clothes. Listen,
Thank you.
it's about the breast cancer and surviving and showing us that, you know, it doesn't have to be the end of a beautiful spirit. And one time I saw you, I was watching a show and you inspired me when I was a bachelorette. There was a particular apartment that I had. I hung all of my lingerie up in the window as curtains too, because that's what you had. I saw it on TV. So look at me.
Transparent lingerie, really covering,
But it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing to do, like with your slips and things. It's just so feminine and so gorge. Anyway, so look, yeah, I'm a fan.
You are my girl.
Okay.
I mean, you are.
Thank you.
It.
So I do wigs and you do...
I do
You.
20 grand of this tacky, cheap. You know how expensive it is?
Is
to
it
look
plastic
tacky
or
and
is it
cheap?
plastic or is it human?
It's all tied in. I
Okay,
bring my
can we-
hairdresser Andrew over from London.
Come here, Rambo. Wait, stay like that, Betsy, and Rambo's going to get... No, put your head down. No, honey. Look. Go like that. All right, stay down. Can you see Rambo? There you go. Now, I love that you're telling us...
It's grown out about 2 weeks. I do it every 3 months.
Every 3 months?
There's only one guy in the world from London that can do it.
And he flies over here?
I gotta bring him in. My hair is,
So you pay for it? No, your hair is as legendary as your fashion, so you got to keep it going.
Yeah. See, in the old days, this is my family here. I didn't have hair like this.
Oh my
No.
gosh, that is you and your family.
Yeah, that's me. That's my.
Do you sell these in the store, or is this just for you?
Oh, it never got produced. But that's my
so
whole
cute.
story.
Okay, let's
but
talk.
This is worth the 20 grand, you know.
It's worth it. Now, is that 20 grand per year or per time?
Oh, per year.
Oh, per year.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right, let's talk
That'll
red
be
lipstick.
next year.
I've never seen you without the red lipstick. That's your signature, like Gwen Stefani?
I can't pee in the morning
Without the
my
red
lipstick.
yeah.
I go down with my coffee to see my daughter and the 2
Lulu!
grandkids.
She has kids now.
6?
Oh,
no. I have 2 grandkids.
Yes?
And Ella, the 4-year-old, tells me, well, I never go without the red lipstick, but she says, you know, Grandma, you look awful without your red lipstick.
Okay, so
I'm like,
I love that we
hey.
just saw pictures. So now you and Lulu live in the same building, and so you go down and you're an active Oh, I love that. Don't you love that?
With my coffee.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Okay,
It's so great.
I must talk business with you. So I take my niece, she's 21 and cute. We go to the Short Hills Mall. She likes Betsey Johnson,
yeah.
I like Betsey Johnson. It's in New Jersey. And I'm on the 2nd floor, and I come out of the Neiman Marcus, and I turn to the right to go to Betsy, and I see Van Cleef & Arpels, where's Betsey Johnson? So I started to ask around, and people started to tell me little stories.
I shopped too much at Van Cleef.
What happened?
Ran out of money.
Is this a bankruptcy? The people were talking.
You know what it is, when it's like, you know that movie? It's Dangerous Liaisons. You know that movie?
Yes.
Malkovich. You know their line is, it's out of my control.
Okay.
It's out, it really, for the last 3 years, out
You sold
of
the
my
Betsey Johnson
control.
clothing company, and they kept
Yes.
you on as a creative consultant or something?
Yeah.
Now, did you get
On
fired
salary.
from your own...
No. I chose to work.
You chose to work?
We could have just closed and no more, but I
No.
chose to continue.
Yes.
And now I oversee and design for all my brands. So I'm closer to the real bone.
Okay.
And I have my little dresses. I have my dresses
Yes.
again. And my store was like a little treasure box, a pink little treasure box.
It really, just all of them, just little cute boutiques full of all kinds of stuff.
For 37 years.
Yes.
So, you know, it had its time.
Well, you're a staple. So listen, all of this, life, do you have a special man in your life?
No, I had 3.5 already.
Oh. Keep the laughs going.
I did. Yeah, no, the half is Lulu's father.
Okay.
We didn't do the paperwork.
Oh.
The 3 before that, we did the paperwork, which is...
Now, I've seen Lulu modeling some of your fashion shows. Is she going to be modeling today?
But there is room for a man.
There is room
Yes.
for a man. All right. Look,
And For Lulu, too.
And for Lulu. Okay, you guys.
But she's coming out of the cake.
She's coming out. She's coming out of the gate. She's walking tonight. Let me tell them about this, okay? Because we're about to be cut off by a commercial. Oh. Look at me. Up next, everybody, we're going to get an exclusive look by way of a little fashion show of some of Betsey's pieces. It is Fashion Week in New York. She's showing tonight, but she's going to give us a sneak peek today. Don't miss it. We're socializing. I'm back with fashion designer icon Betsey Johnson, and tonight is her big Fashion Week show. What can we expect?
Party.
And party.
You know, I'm celebrating myself.
Yes, yes, Betsey, of course. Of course.
I'm doing a 45-year retrospective. It's a party of 3 hours, a fashion show of a half hour. Retrospective, the new work for the brands, and the birthday party.
Well, let's take a look at some of the fashions while we celebrate with you. Okay, let's start with Allie. Allie, come on out. And Betsey, you tell us about Allie's look.
This is kind of like
adorable.
Allie,
okay,
that's my classic, right?
That's
the classic
this is
corset
classic Betsey,
killer.
absolutely.
With
Talk.
always a little peephole somewhere. Let's see the back. Oh, and the glasses.
And she's wearing your jewelry and your glasses.
And she looks very adorable.
I love the
and
hand
young.
look, very young.
But you know, a girl, the dress is made by the girl.
Yeah.
You know that, and I'm 70. I wear that dress. She's 17, I think.
Well, Allie, you look absolutely fun.
Thank
you. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Affordable, $165.
Affordable.
In all your favorite department stores.
Look at me. All right, the next model is Sarah. Let's take a look at Sarah. Oh, I love this. Betsey.
Oh.
Tell us about this.
Yeah. This is my scuba group. I love scuba stretch, you know, hot wash, hot dry.
And it makes you look really thin if you're a little thicker.
Yeah, and it's that fit and flare killer shape that
Yes.
everybody can wear. But this girl on the runway tonight is wearing a scuba mask and scuba thing with plastic flowers and fish flops.
It's going to be very theatrical. Betsey, I know you make bags. Is this your bag? Are those your shoes? Is this your jewelry?
The whole kit and caboodle.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, don't you like the flamenco shoes?
Yes.
I got them in Buenos Aires. They're like ballet slippers.
Cute.
Like, yep.
All right, Sarah, thank you
jewelry,
very
and
much. You look very cute. Everything is Betsey Johnson.
Very cute.
All right, let's take a look at our next model. Our next model is Jessica. Jessica, come on out. Betsey, tell us about...
And Jessica.
Cute.
That's the little... You know, that's my old cotton lycra stuff in my classic form. You
Cotton
just take the
lycra.
dress and go whoops. And
there's no zipper. You just pull it up.
Easy.
Look how frilly. Can you pull up the hem just a little bit without showing your naughty bits?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
That's the petticoat. You know, guys love petticoats. Girls,
Guys do love petticoats.
It's like having a toy.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Listen,
and
Betsey,
that's $125.
125. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing your stories and your fashions. And no Betsey Johnson show is complete without a legendary Betsey Johnson cartwheel. Will you do one for us?
I came prepared. Socks and all.
Okay, now where should I stand?
And you came prepared with a cartwheel. Just for you, Wen. I only do this twice a year.
Okay.
On my runway, this is...
Go ahead.
Out of the box.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Betsey Johnson, everybody. Oh, we'll be right back. Thank you. I need the energy of Betsey Johnson when I get to be 70, right? Wow. Okay, welcome back. Earlier in the show, we asked you the hot question of the day. Do you think that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are a celebrity match made in heaven? And here's what some of you had to say. This one comes from Pip Lilly on Twitter saying, I think they'll have a good run, but unless they leave the biz, I don't see them dying of old age in each other's arms. Gina G on Facebook says, The ink is barely dry on the divorce settlement from Scarlett, but for a Hollywood marriage, 2 years is the equivalent to 20 years for ordinary folks. There you go. I would love for you to get in on this conversation. Join me every day online. We'll be right back. Today is the 11th anniversary of 9/11, and I want to reflect with a quote from a wife of a 9/11 hero. She says, "If we learn nothing else from this tragedy, we learn that life is short and that there's no time for hate." I want to thank today's guests, Lester Holt and the legendary one-of-a-kind fashion designer, Betsey Johnson. Of course, my co-host, my studio audience. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.